Did you know that the secret to thriving plants lies not just in watering them, but in how and when you do it? It's true. The difference between a lush, vibrant garden and a wilting, dehydrated one often comes down to your watering wisdom. Whether you're a seasoned horticulturist or a budding green thumb, understanding the art and science of hydration can significantly impact the health and beauty of your plants, both indoors and outdoors. Stay tuned to learn all about the do's and don'ts of watering your plants. Different plants have different hydration needs. Just as people have diverse diets, so do our leafy friends. Each species of plant has evolved to thrive in unique conditions, and that includes how much water they need. Succulents, for instance, are desert natives and can go long periods without water, while ferns, originating from damp woodlands, crave regular moisture. Then there are factors like the plant's size, the pot it's in, and even the time of year. A larger plant or a plant in a clay pot may need more water than a small plant or one in a plastic pot. And during the growing season, plants are thirstier than in their dormant periods. It's a delicate dance of meeting each plant's specific needs. Overwatering can be just as harmful as underwatering. So, how do you strike the right balance? By learning about your plants and observing them closely. Remember, what works for one plant might not work for another. Overwatering and underwatering both can harm your plants. Now let's dig into the science of this. When a plant is overwatered, it's like drowning. The roots can't breathe because the waterlogged soil denies them oxygen. On the other hand, underwatering leaves them parched, unable to absorb the nutrients they need for growth. Imagine the roots as sponges. When there's too much water, the sponges become so saturated they can't take in air, and the plant suffocates. On the flip side, when there's too little water, the sponges dry out and can't absorb nutrients effectively. The key is to strike a balance. Your plants need water, but not too much or too little. They need just enough to keep their cells turgid and healthy, maintaining a steady flow of nutrients from the soil through the roots to the rest of the plant. A balanced approach to watering is key to a healthy plant. Remember, it's all about moderation. Now, let's move on to the tools that can help you achieve this balance. The right tools can make all the difference. When it comes to watering plants, there's more to it than just a hose or a watering can. Picture this. A simple watering can is perfect for your indoor plants or a small garden. It gives you control over how much water each plant gets, ensuring none are accidentally drowned or left thirsty. But what about a larger garden? That's where a sprinkler system steps in. It can cover a larger area and ensures all your plants get a uniform amount of water. No more lugging around a heavy watering can or hose. And then there are drip irrigation systems, the ultimate tool for precision watering. These systems deliver water directly to the plant's roots, reducing evaporation and saving water. Plus, they can be automated for convenience. From the humble watering can to the sophisticated drip irrigation system, there's a tool for every gardener. Choose your tools wisely to make watering easier and more effective. When you water matters as much as how much you water. Sounds surprising? Well, it's true. The timing of your watering schedule plays a crucial role in keeping your plants healthy and vibrant. If you've been watering your plants in the heat of the day, you might want to rethink that. Watering in the morning is generally the best time. Why? Because it gives your plants a good supply of water to face the heat of the day. But what if you're not a morning person? Don't worry. The next best time is in the late afternoon or early evening. But be careful not to water too late. The foliage needs to dry out before it gets dark to avoid potential fungal issues. So whether you're tending to your roses or nurturing your veggies, remember this simple rule. The early bird gets the worm, but it also gets to water the garden. Timing is everything when it comes to watering your plants. Knowing how to measure soil moisture can save your plants. It's all about finding the right balance. Too much moisture can lead to root rot, while too little can cause your plants to wilt and eventually die. There are a few ways you can check soil moisture. One simple method is the finger test. Stick your index finger about 1 to 2 inches into the soil. If it feels dry, it's time to water. If it feels wet, you should hold off. For a more precise measurement, you might want to consider a soil moisture meter. These handy devices give you a clear indication of how moist your soil is, taking the guesswork out of watering. Some gardeners even use technology, like smart irrigation systems, that measure soil moisture levels and automatically water your plants when needed. Remember, proper moisture levels are critical to plant health. Mastering this can make all the difference in your garden's success. Not all water is created equal. Just as we humans have preferences when it comes to the water we drink, so do our leafy companions. The quality of water we use can significantly affect the health and growth of our plants. Tap water, for instance, often contains chlorine and other chemicals that, while safe for us, can be harmful to plants. Rainwater, on the other hand, is a natural choice that's usually more beneficial because it's free of these additives. It's rich in nitrogen, a nutrient that plants need to thrive. Distilled water, with all impurities removed, might seem like the best option. However, it lacks the essential minerals that plants need, like calcium and magnesium. So what's the best water to use? Well, it depends on your plants and their specific needs, but generally a combination of these sources can provide the right balance. Choose your water source wisely to promote plant growth and health. Indoor plants require special attention. Their environment is different from the great outdoors, and they rely on us to recreate the conditions they need to thrive. One of the biggest factors is watering. The first rule of thumb is to remember that less is more. Overwatering is a common mistake that can lead to root rot and plant death. Wait until the top inch of soil is dry before watering again. Secondly, indoor plants often prefer room temperature water, as cold water can shock their roots. A simple way to ensure this is to fill your watering can after use and let it sit until the next watering. And lastly, consider the humidity. Many indoor plants come from tropical environments and appreciate a boost in humidity. A simple spray bottle filled with water can be used to mist the leaves and simulate this environment. With the right care, your indoor plants will thrive. Watering your plants can be eco-friendly. We all know the importance of conserving water, and it's no different when it comes to hydrating our green friends. By adopting sustainable watering practices, not only can we save precious water, but also ensure our plants thrive. First off, consider collecting rainwater. It's free, readily available, and the perfect thirst quencher for your plants. Storing it in rain barrels or large containers can keep your garden hydrated all year round. Next, let's talk about gray water, which is leftover water from household chores like dishwashing or laundry. By reusing this water, we can significantly reduce our water footprint and give our plants a nutrient-rich drink. And remember, efficient watering practices such as watering at the right time and using appropriate tools can greatly reduce water wastage. So next time you reach for that watering can, remember, going green is good for your plants and the planet. Avoid these common watering mistakes. One of the most common missteps is watering at the wrong time. Watering in the heat of the day can lead to evaporation before the water reaches the roots. Aim for early morning or late evening when temperatures are cooler. Another common error is not considering the type of plant. Different plants have different hydration needs. Cacti, for example, thrive in dry conditions, whereas ferns prefer a more humid environment. So, it's crucial to understand your plant's specific needs. Overwatering is a mistake many of us are guilty of. Drowning your plants in water can lead to root rot and other diseases. On the flip side, underwatering can dehydrate your plants and stunt their growth. Striking the right balance is key. Finally, using poor quality water can be detrimental. Tap water often contains chlorine, which can harm your plants. Try using filtered or rainwater instead. Learning from mistakes is part of becoming a better gardener. Creating a personalized watering schedule can optimize plant growth. This isn't a one-size-fits-all solution, though. Each plant species has unique hydration needs, and these can vary based on factors like the plant's age, the season, and the local climate. To build a successful watering schedule, start by researching your plants. Identify their water requirements and consider their root depth. Deep-rooted plants typically need less frequent watering than their shallow-rooted counterparts. Next, observe the weather. In hot, dry conditions, your plants may need more water than usual. Conversely, in cooler or rainy periods, you might need to cut back. Remember, watering is not just about frequency. The time of day matters too. Generally, watering in the early morning or late evening minimizes evaporation and maximizes absorption. Over time, you'll refine your schedule, learning to read your plant's signals and adjust your watering accordingly. A watering schedule tailored to your plant's needs can make all the difference. Now that you're equipped with watering wisdom, it's time to put it into practice. Embrace the art of hydration and witness the transformation it brings to your green companions. Remember, every drop counts, and your plants are counting on you. If you've got a tale of plant revival or a watering trick up your sleeve, we're all ears. We'd love to hear your plant revival stories and watering tips. Don't forget to share in the comments and subscribe for more gardening insights.